Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Kaya Sport TV. My name is Sutumea, and as usual, we've got an awesome show lined up for you. Now, this week, Musibudi Whitehead trekked all the way to the Vaal, where he caught up with South Africa's first ever Black Comrades Marathon winner. And Sanle van Heerden caught up with Chester Williams right here in our studios. Plus, Mbali Mugoko brings us an inspirational story of how one man's dream of building a library became possible with the Comrades Marathon. Now then, it's almost that time of the year. It is the world's oldest ultra marathon. That is, of course, the Comrades Marathon. And that's the reason why Musibudi Whitehead had this inspirational chat with Ntate Sam Tshabalala.
Ntate Tshabalala, re a leboga hore o re fe motsotsonyana o re tsebo bua le wena.
Ke a leboha ntate.
Ntate Tshabalala, a o ke re jwetse ka ho matha wa hao. Where did you start as a runner back then?
Ho qala ka ho matha ke qadile ke le kwa dipolasing kwana. Mo ne ntse ke thiba dikgomo ke disa manamane teng. Ke startile mo ntse ke shebella TV.
Jwale he di marathon o thomile kae ho matha di marathon?
Marathon ke di thomile Frankfurt. Ke startile o wina lebelo ka 21 ya Mohlakeng Marathon.
So wa qala ka di 21 he wa di wina.
Ntse no ka re ngebe ka shwa ke re ntwele ne njwetsa ka nna ngebe ka shwa ke le goa ka pele ho nna. Hape motho a mfa tshese hore ke yo mata comrade go se ya tjale. Una dula a tswanne batho molebe a shwa ke 4 days. Ka re nna ngebe ka shwa ke le buru. Buru le ke tla mata ke le feta mo ke le sie hana mo. Ko ya ha ka comrade he. Ka ba ka go se ya tjale.
Jwale he pela o fihla comrade ra tse hore comrade ke lebelo le leng le lentata le telele. Pela o fihla comrade tshwantse o mathe di marathon bo di 42 di 32 o di matile kae o matile jwang o winnetse feng?
Lebelo le lang khotsetsa hore ke comrade ko tloa Pretoria o tla Germiston 50 kilos. Ke yone e lang fa matla hore ke kgona matha comrade. Yena fuda se a le teng hape bile ka re ke tla msia mo ke msia Durban bonneteng ke la ga etsa ntwe.
We remember that race. That was the race that Alan Robb used to like running. Bob Dylan also ran it a few times. That was a very, very tough race. I think it was called the Koki.
Milo Koki. Ne le yona Milo Koki.
Jwale he ka 1989 wa fihla Milo Koki wa winner o boya comrade una le matla una le tsebo hore race ya comrade se ke le right ke tla winner.
Ho winner ka mona ke la le experience hore ha ke mathile a tjena ka mele ha ke lo mathabelo le kana ke ka jima ha tjena ke jima ha tjena. Wa bona ha o lo matha comrade ska jima ka tlaso ho 100 kilos. Bonyane ka beke o kamba wa jima about 1400 ka beke. And uska wa jima di race fela upright le speed stamina le speed di batla ntho tseno. Ha o ka hlola ke speed le stamina ha o tso hlotso o tlo bola ke di cramp. Hona fihla mepeng ha ona stamina ke re jare o tlo mosifa tshwara thata ha isa batla ya khathala ha o thewela o theola ka speed mosifa o tla hloko o tshwara di cramp ya khathala fedile ka wena.
Jwale he ha ntse o jima nako e ntse ya o rutile ke mang hore ha ke jimela comrade ke etse tjena ha ke ya 42 ke etse tjena o nona le coach?
Ke ne ke na le coach.
O coachwa ke mang?
Sabila hloko etse motho Mani Simon. Ke na Mani Simon ha ke tla mthola ko wina ka Mohlakeng Marathon. A re nkebe ka sia batho ba hae mono o batla mpona Durban hore na ke tla ba motle na ko ya mani a nkuka mpatla mosebetsi mona ke matha ke le releo a ntsha releng a nkenya mona femeng a ra go ka kena femeng o tla wina comrade bonneteng e tla bana kena femeng ka gona wina comrade.
Jwale he king e etsang hore ha o kena femeng o wina comrade ne le chaisa eli kapo le kena lead hore o be le nako ya o jima ne le sebetsa jwang?
Ne le nako ya o jima ntate ne re fumana nako ya o jima ene jima hantle ka program ya teng. Ha o jima fela o jime di kilo tsa o sna program no ntse to bla ke cramp o to bla ke di cramp tsa over training men training di-kilo tsa o tlamele di lekane hantle bonyana ga o re jemetse comrade tlamele mosefe mona wena o jare 2,500 ga o le o matha 90 kilos eno e seng ke jime 2040 tlamele ke le o matha 90 kilos ene yane 90 kilos yane ga e mona bebone go mmepa motheo mone ntho tse tlamele dime ka go fela tsona
Exactly. So a very difficult run, he's saying there, that when you train for the Comrades Marathon, from January to June, you must have 2,500 kilometers in your legs to make sure that you are a contender to win the race. Now, those who are training for a silver marathon, at the Comrades, will know that it's 2,000 kilometers you need. That's to get under 7.5 or get under 7 hours. The guys who are going for winning the race, those are the guys who are going for the 5:30s. Then they need 2,500 kilos in their legs.
Well, that was certainly an awesome chat. It really is great to catch up with legends, the stars of yesteryear. Now then, as I said earlier on, Salih Banyeden caught up with Chester Williams, the man that we all remember from the box squad. And of course, they're talking about the Rugby World Cup as well as the Webb Ellis Trophy.
For Sidestep this week, guys, we're joined by two fabulous guests. One you might all know, in fact, both you might all know. Chester Williams, Springbok legend, a man who scored a lot of tries for us, especially in 95 against Samoa. And, of course, Mr. Webb Ellis himself in the trophy form. We are talking about Rugby World Cup, which is coming up in a few months' time. Springboks looking to obviously lift it once again. Chester, thank you so much for joining us. A few questions. What have you been up to since you last scored a lot of tries for the Springboks against Samoa?
Obviously, one of them is obviously being Emirates Airlines ambassador, and I do a lot of other ambassadorial work. But my focus is now as a director with Forward Africa Petroleum.
And in terms of coaching, when do we see you back in coaching? You've got so much knowledge to give to everyone.
I know I've been in coaching for the last 12 years. I just took a break for the last year and a half. Hopefully, by the end of this year, I'll be back into rugby.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a few questions. We've got the Rugby Championship coming up for the Springboks, which include New Zealand, Argentina and Australia. What are South Africa's chances going in?
Well, we always have a good chance. I mean, I think we probably will not be in the top two anyway, but whether we're going to be winning the championship or not is irrelevant this year, because you focus to prepare yourself for the Rugby World Cup. But looking at the schedule for the championship, New Zealand's got a better chance.
Okay, he says New Zealand. We'll edit that out. We'll put Springboks in his mouth. But I think it's also a shortened version this time. New Zealand come up here. We played them once off at Ellis Park. What is it about the magic? Because you had the chance to do this. The magic of the Springboks versus All Blacks at Ellis Park.
Well, it's just the history of the games between the two teams. It's it's like a big rival between the two, and because they are the number one and the two, so they always fight for the top spot, and it will be nothing less than that this year as well with the championship. And when it gets to the Rugby World Cup and the possibilities, and in fact that we will play New Zealand in the semi-final to get to the final. So one of the two teams will win the Rugby World Cup.
I certainly can't wait for the Rugby World Cup. I'm hoping you too will be supporting the Boks. My money is definitely on South Africa. Now then, this is an inspirational story. So taking part in the Comrades Marathon has made it possible for us to collect money in order to help a guy named Neo build his library. He started off underground in a small space, and now he's able to refurbish what he already has.
After their library was burned down during heated service delivery protests, youths in the West Rand township of Mohlakeng decided to start their own underground library. The Mohlakeng Youth Trust operates out of Neo Mathetsa's home, where a small one-room structure behind Neo's home serves as a library for youths in the community.
My name is Neo Mathetsa. I'm 27 years old. Yes, we started the underground library because of the lack of reading in our community. So we started collecting books around our community just so that we can have enough books to teach our kids how to read and also how to write. And then during the process, our community library was banned. So it was a major setback for us. And then we had to push hard to drive the collection of books so that we can help the kids, because now even the study guides were banned, like even homeworks couldn't be done anymore. So we had not just to cover the reading part of things, but also like the studying part of it, the study guides and the study materials. I think I've been living and breathing books my entire life, so it didn't become much of a shock to them. They know that I am a reader, I read, I collect books. It was high time like I had to grow in terms of reading and helping other people, because the culture of reading is dying in our communities.
As you can see, they've outgrown the structure and need a bigger space for their underground library to call home. Thankfully, the Mohlakeng City Municipality has donated a piece of land on which they can erect a temporary structure. Nedbank have also come on board and donated a container which, after some refurbishment, can be used as the new headquarters of the underground library. And that's where we come into the picture. I'll be running this year's Comrades Marathon to raise funds for the refurbishment of the underground library. 100 Rand for every kilometer of the 88 kilometers will give us 8,800 Rand. Nedbank have also come on board and given us 10,000 Rand towards this worthy cause. And All Mutual have said whatever we raise, they will double. So come on, let's get involved and help these youngsters with the power of the Comrades Marathon to build a new library in Mohlakeng. Musibudi Whitehead, Kaya FM Sport.
Well, that's it from us this week. Remember to keep watching Kaya Sport TV. Until next time, it's goodbye.